Stans often criticize double standards within the industry, yet ironically perpetuate them themselves. Hey Rosaries, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. Today, I've some more opinions that will get under the snowflake skin. Whether you're here to be entertained, talk smack, or just want to share your thoughts, then you're in the right place. So sit back, relax, and let's dive right in. One more important thing, don't let the fecking snowflakes get to you. It is frustrating to witness fans enthusiastically promoting music videos for songs that sound extremely subpar. Instead of acknowledging criticism about the poor quality of the music, defenders often rely on the number of views as a defense. The bar for musical standards seems alarmingly low, to the point where hearing a child scream could be preferable and is music to other people's ears to what some stans are praising. It's pathetic how easily manipulated fans are by flashy visuals and catchy beats, completely disregarding the lack of substance in the music itself. It's like they've lost all sense of taste and critical thinking, blindly following trends and jumping on the bandwagon of whatever is popular. It's time for music fans to raise their standards and demand more from companies, rather than settling for mediocrity packaged in a shiny music video. Music should be more than just a superficial experience. It should move us, challenge us, and make us think. It's time for listeners to push companies to create music that is meaningful and thought-provoking for idols, rather than just mindless entertainment. We deserve better than the cookie-cutter formulaic songs that dominate the charts. It's time to demand music that has substance and depth, that speaks to our hearts and minds. Only then can we truly appreciate the power and beauty of music. Stans often criticize double standards within the industry, yet ironically perpetuate them themselves. This hypocrisy can be frustrating, especially when they only seem to speak out against double standards when it doesn't benefit them. It is important to acknowledge the prevalence of double standards in society and speak out against them, even when it may not directly benefit oneself. A recent example of this is the situation involving Min Hee-jin, where her emotional display and gender played a significant role in how the public perceived her as a victim without knowing all the details. It is crucial to avoid bias and fully understand a situation before taking sides, as seen with fools like Cookielet who jump to conclusions without all the facts. For a platform so big with many people running it, you would think they would be careful in sharing information and not wanting to mislead their audience, but I guess they want YouTube's money and popularity more than integrity and honesty. If Min Hee-jin was a man and did these things, do you really think the general public would take his side? He would have been cancelled a long time ago. Double standards are still prevalent in society, and it's crazy how stans only cry double standards when it suits their narrative. It's these things that make me not like it here. It is disappointing to see how some YouTubers, mainly Cookielet, prioritize profit and popularity over honesty and integrity on platforms like YouTube. Once again, for you to get it through your thick skull, if Min Hee-jin were a man, the public's reaction may have been different, showcasing the double standards that still exist in society. It's concerning how stans only seem to address double standards when it aligns with their beliefs. These behaviors make me hesitant to be a part of this community. Lietzenmayer may have been inspired by new jeans, but that doesn't mean they deserve all the backlash from stans. It's true that their success was driven by fans who enjoyed their music, not just the concept. Also, since when did you give a damn about their concept until Min Hee-jin shed her crocodile tears at the press conference? And since when did Min Hee-jin invent the Y2K concept? Let's be real, the Y2K concept wasn't exactly groundbreaking to begin with. In the world of K-pop, originality has always been a bit of a gray area. But now Lietzenmayer is being criticized for supposedly copying New Jeans style, when in reality, both groups likely drew inspiration from the same sources. The fact is, K-pop has always been about taking inspiration from various sources and putting a unique spin on it. So why all the hate towards Lit for doing the same thing? It's time to appreciate the music and creativity that both groups bring to the table, rather than tearing them down for similarities that are bound to happen in a constantly evolving industry. Which brings me to my next opinion. Each idol or group in the K-pop industry has their own unique style and vision that they bring to their music and performances. While some may be known for certain concepts or themes, it is not accurate to say that anyone truly owns a concept. The beauty of K-pop lies in its diversity and creativity, with each group and soloist constantly pushing boundaries and reinventing themselves. Ultimately, it is this innovation and individuality that keeps the industry dynamic and exciting for fans around the world. As the industry continues to evolve, new concepts and trends will emerge, showcasing the ever-changing nature of K-pop. This constant evolution allows for endless possibilities and opportunities for artists to experiment and grow. Fans can look forward to a future filled with fresh and innovative concepts that challenge the norm and captivate audiences worldwide. In K-pop, the concept of ownership is irrelevant. What truly matters is the passion and talent that each idol brings to their craft. New Jeans' parents really messed up by not staying quiet. They failed their kids, just like 3 out of the 4 50-50 parents. These parents are old enough to know better than making rash decisions and not thinking critically, which can ruin their daughters' careers. The smartest move would have been to stay silent and advise their daughters to do the same. By jumping into the drama and siding with Min Hee-jin without any solid evidence was a huge risk to take. Let me rephrase, it was a dumb move to make, given that if Min Hee-jin ends up being guilty, their daughters will suffer the most. Other groups have it way worse than New Jeans, yet these parents are complaining about the CEO ignoring them. I'm not saying the CEO's behavior is okay, but it's not worth whining about. It comes off like the parents are acting spoiled and entitled, and they're teaching their daughters to be the same. I don't blame New Jeans, they're kids and don't know any better. This whole situation just shows why having minors in the industry is a bad idea. They're too easy to manipulate and exploit. This will come off as contradictory. It is advisable for New Jeans to refrain from involvement in a legal dispute that does not concern them. It is better for them to focus on their own affairs and avoid unnecessary complications. It would be wise to prioritize their own well-being and avoid interfering in matters that do not involve them directly. It's difficult to connect with Min Hee-jin, as her unethical behavior and greed make her seem out of touch with reality. As a millionaire with questionable morals, she lacks the relatability that many people look for in a character. Her actions and attitude make it hard for some people to sympathize or relate to her struggles. Yes, it's true that some may find Min Hee-jin's character intriguing, others on the other hand may find her unrelatable and even unlikable. Her extravagant lifestyle and disregard for others may alienate some people who are looking for a more down-to-earth and relatable person. Without a sense of empathy or humility, Min Hee-jin's character may struggle to resonate with a wider audience. Ultimately, her lack of relatability may hinder the overall appeal in the K-pop industry. Not to mention that trying to relate to a CEO that is just like any other CEO is wild. She's not some poor baby who needs rescuing. She's a fully grown woman who knew what she was getting herself into and got too ambitious and greedy. It is important to be mindful of where we direct our empathy and compassion, reserving them for those who truly need it. By prioritizing our emotional energy for those who are in more dire circumstances, we can make a greater impact and provide much-needed support. Striving to be conscious of where we direct our empathy can help us make a more meaningful difference in the lives of others. I rather stans do that instead of wasting it on a narcissist. aespa's music really stands out among fourth-generation girl groups thanks to its bold and innovative vibe. They mix all kinds of sounds, from electronic to hip-hop and beyond, which makes their music super diverse and interesting. Their debut track, Black Mamba, kicks things off with powerful electronic beats, while Next Level shows off their fearless approach by blending unexpected genre shifts and beat switches. This adventurous spirit, paired with top-notch production and a cool storyline involving virtual avatars, cements aespa's unique spot in the industry, making them a real trailblazer in the K-pop world. Tracks like Savage mix aggressive electronic beats with intricate vocal harmonies and complex structures, including multiple tempo changes and genre shifts. Girls exemplifies aespa's innovative approach by combining intense electronic production with dynamic vocals and powerful rap sections. Spicy combines energetic electronic beats with bold hip-hop influences, featuring punchy bass lines and catchy hooks. Drama brings together dramatic orchestral elements with contemporary pop and electronic sounds for a cinematic and intense experience. Supernova merges futuristic electronic vibes with soulful melodies and intricate harmonies, creating a cosmic, otherworldly feel. These songs show off aespa's versatility and their commitment to pushing the boundaries of K-pop, helping them really stand out in the scene. While some fans appreciate the polished and perfected sound that auto-tune can provide, others criticize it for making the vocals sound robotic and lacking in raw emotion. This reliance on vocal processing can sometimes mask the true talent and skill of the singers, causing some to question the authenticity of the music being produced. Despite this criticism, many K-pop artists continue to use auto-tune as a stylistic choice to create a unique and modern sound in their music. I'm not against auto-tune by any means, I'm against it being used in a live performance. Since companies would rather debut beauty queens instead of talented idols who can sing, they rely heavily on auto-tune to cover up their lack of singing ability. This results in a lack of authenticity and genuine talent in the music industry. In a live performance, the true test of a singer's ability is their raw talent and skill without the aid of auto-tune. It is disappointing to see talented individuals being overshadowed by those who rely on technology to enhance their voices. The music industry should focus on promoting genuine talent and authenticity rather than relying on artificial enhancements. Not to mention that stans can tell the difference between raw vocals versus processed ones or appreciate the beauty of raw vocals. By constantly pushing young idols to the forefront, the industry fails to capitalize on the experience and maturity that older idols can bring to the table. This narrow focus on youth also perpetuates unrealistic beauty standards and can lead to burnout and mental health issues for young idols who are constantly under pressure to maintain a certain image. Ultimately, loosening age restrictions and allowing artists to grow and evolve over time could lead to a more diverse and sustainable K-pop industry. Allowing older idols to have a prominent place in the industry could bring a new level of depth and authenticity to the music and performances. By valuing experience and wisdom over just youth and looks, the industry could foster a healthier and more inclusive environment for all idols. Embracing a variety of ages and perspectives could also attract a broader audience and ensure the longevity of K-pop as a cultural phenomenon. The fact that the Korean government wants to create guidelines for choreography copyright is just mind-blowing to me. Have they even noticed how many times choreographers borrow moves from Western dance, especially the most popular ones? How can you even talk about choreography being copyrighted when so much of K-pop is essentially copied? It just doesn't add up. Saying that one group copied another group's dance is pointless because, let's be real, nothing in K-pop was ever original in the first place. If they're going to get upset about similar hand and leg movements in some parts of a routine, then almost every K-pop group would be in hot water. Did the people in charge even think this through? This all started because of a ridiculous complaint from someone trying to cover up her own mess, and now the government is wasting time on this instead of focusing on bigger issues that actually matter to the country. It's just frustrating and makes no sense at all. I'm probably going to lose some subscribers and get a ton of hate for this, so here goes. I just can't believe this woman is using new jeans to cover up her mess, and dragging idols into it who have nothing to do with her actions. It's crazy to see stans defending her so hard, especially since she's the reason those idols are getting even more hate. From what I've seen so far, the only reason people are defending her is because she's a woman and they think she's being mistreated by Hybe. Additionally, they fear what will happen to New Jeans if she's no longer working under Hybe, and since she was the mastermind behind New Jeans' success. These are just my observations. But let's be real, she was a CEO at a subsidiary company, had power, and made way more money than regular employees. If stans are using Min Hee-jin as an excuse to bash Hybe, that's just pathetic. You don't have to like Hybe or Min Hee-jin, but stop acting like either of them are heroes. I'm so over stans painting Min Hee-jin as some saint who can do no wrong. Both Hybe and Min Hee-jin are in it for profit and power. We need to look at the whole situation and not just blindly support one side. Let's try to be fair and objective instead of turning this into some kind of hero versus villain drama. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you didn't get too riled up, that's fantastic because these opinions were super mild. Unless, of course, you're a snowflake who can't handle anything. Just kidding. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell rosaries to stay updated with more content. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. See you guys next time, and bye for now.